Good morning, grade 3. Welcome back to grade 3 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? Let's learn the next method of data representation today. It's called bar graph. So what you see here is an example of a bar graph. As you can see, here in a bar graph, data is represented in the form of rectangular bars or strips. And you can see these bars or strips are equally spaced but differently colored to represent the different category of data items. There is a horizontal line which represents the category of data items, and you can see the different category called labels. Now on the vertical line you can see the value or number of data items. And there is also a title that tells what this bar graph is about, what kind of data or what data is depicted. So, a bar graph is a chart that uses vertical or horizontal bars or strips to represent data. It has a horizontal line, vertical line and a scale. What do you mean by scale in a bar graph? The range of values or the range of numbers that you are representing here is called the scale of the bar graph. And a bar graph can be a vertical bar graph wherein you use vertical rectangular bars to represent data, or it can also be horizontal bar graph wherein you use horizontal rectangular bars to represent data. More commonly, we use vertical bar graphs. And you can see the height or length of the bars in these bar graphs are different. Now, the length or height of the bars in a bar graph will be proportional to the value or number of data items that you are representing. So, in a bar graph, you need to keep in mind a few things. All bars are of the same width and are evenly spaced. Label what each bar represents and color the bars differently, and the length of the bar equals the number of data items. So, here in this example, this bar graph depicts the different modes of transport that a man used in a month. So you can see the labels bus, train, flight, car, which describes the category of data or the different modes of transport that he used. And on the vertical line, you can see the number of days he used each kind of transport. On the horizontal line, corresponding to the label bus, you can see the rectangular bar, and the height or length of the bar ends at the point corresponding to 4 days. So it means that he used bus as a mode of transport for 4 days. Now he used train as a mode of transport for 6 days, and he used flight as a mode of transport for 2 days, and he used car for 8 days. So this was an example of how you read data or interpret data from a bar graph. Let's see one example from your textbook. The table below shows the favorite cartoon characters of some children of class 3. So here you can see a table and it has got labels cartoon character, wherein the favorite cartoon characters are labeled. Number of children who likes each character is also shown within the table. And there is a bar graph given here based on the table. So let's have a look at it. So you have the different characters, different cartoon characters labeled on the horizontal line, and the number of children who likes each character is represented on the vertical line using the numbers such as 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So this is the scale of the bar graph, the range of values you are using to represent the number of data items, and here it is the number of children. And what you see here, these labels are the category of data items. Here in this case, the category means the cartoon characters. So let's interpret data from this bar graph. So corresponding to the character Pooh, the rectangular bar ends at the point corresponding to 6, which means the number of children who likes Pooh as their favorite character is equal to 6. Now corresponding to Donald Duck, the value is 5, means the number of children who likes Donald Duck is equal to 5. And Doraemon, here the value or the number of children corresponding to this character is equal to 6, means 6 children like Doraemon as their favorite cartoon character. Now for Jerry, you have the value 8, means 8 children like Jerry as their favorite cartoon character. Now, I hope now you are clear with the concept of bar graph and how to interpret data from a bar graph. Now we'll see a different example from your textbook. Here you can see a bar graph. Look at the graph showing the number of activities done in a class during a week. So here in this bar graph, what data is depicted? The number of activities done by children in a class in a week. So on the horizontal line, you can see the labels corresponding to each working day. Now on the vertical line, you can see the number of activities done by the children. So on Monday, what is the number of activities done? It is 10. Tuesday, the number of activities done is equal to 13. On Wednesday, it is 7. Thursday, it is 3. And on Friday, it is 5. Now, there are a few questions given below here. Now, let's see each question one by one. Children did the highest number of activities on. So, how do we find it out? We have seen the length or the height of the rectangular bar will be proportional to the number of data items, right? Which is the day on which children did the highest number of activities? It is represented by the tallest rectangular bar in the bar graph. So here the tallest rectangular bar is the one corresponding to Tuesday, which corresponds to the value 13. So the maximum number of activities was done on Tuesday. So children did the highest number of activities on Tuesday. So let's see the next one. Children did the least number of activities on. It will be represented by the shortest rectangular bar in the bar graph. So that is the one corresponding to Thursday, and on Thursday children did only 3 activities. So children did the least number of activities on Thursday. Now the next one, what is the total number of activities done by the children during the week? How do we find it out? We need to find out the total number of activities done by the children in that week. So from the bar graph, let's see how we can find the total number of activities done. So on Monday, how many activities did the children do? They did 10 activities. Tuesday, they did 13 activities. Wednesday, they did 7 activities. Thursday, they did 3. And on Friday, they did 5. So the total number of activities they have done will be equal to 10 plus 13 plus 7 plus 3 plus 5, right? So that is equal to a total of 38 activities. The total number of activities done by the children during the week is equal to 38. Now children will do one activity. This is from exercise 12.2 in page number 169 of your textbook. There is a question, draw the bar graphs for the given data of class 3 students. We will do the first question in class. The data given here is about the favorite vegetables of students. The name of the vegetables are given here and the number of children who likes each vegetable is also given here. So based on this table given here, based on this data, we need to draw a bar graph. How do we do that? So let's have a look at the data first. So the vegetable spinach is liked by 6 children. Cabbage is liked by 8 children, broccoli 7 and lettuce 5. Now let's see how we can draw bar graph based on this data. First, grab your pencil and your ruler and we need to draw the horizontal and vertical lines of the bar graph first. So, using your pencil and ruler, draw a horizontal line. Now, you have to keep the ruler straight and you have to draw a vertical line. Now we can put arrow marks here to show that the lines are extending. So on the horizontal line or the horizontal axis, let's mark the vegetables. So I'm going to write vegetables here. And here on the vertical line, let's represent the number of students. Now you have to mark equal divisions both on the horizontal and vertical line. So using your ruler, you have to mark equal divisions. So I'm going to mark equal divisions on the horizontal line first, or the horizontal axis first. Then now let's write the names of vegetables as labels on the horizontal line. So the first mark here, these two we can use to draw the first bar, first rectangular bar. So here it represents spinach and these two represents cabbage. Now the next two will represent broccoli. Then the next two will represent lettuce. Now on the vertical line or the vertical axis, let's mark the number of children. So I am going to take equal divisions. Make sure at the point where the two lines intersect, you are keeping the 0 mark of your ruler there. So at equal divisions, I am going to mark the values. So I am marking equal divisions here using the ruler. I am going to write the numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and so on. Now, let's draw the rectangles corresponding to these marks. So, using your ruler and pencil, you have to draw rectangle corresponding to a rectangular bar corresponding to spinach. And what is the number of children who like spinach the most? It is equal to 6. So, first let's draw dotted lines using your ruler and pencil. Now, tilt the ruler and then draw dotted line in the horizontal direction also corresponding to 6. So you see the point where these two lines intersect. So till there you have to draw the first rectangular bar corresponding to spinach. So you can draw using your ruler and pencil. I am going to draw a rectangle here. Now similarly you have to draw the rectangular bar corresponding to cabbage. So the number of children who likes cabbage the most is equal to 8. So let's draw dotted lines corresponding to 8 using the ruler and pencil and tilt the ruler. From here I am going to draw dotted lines and you see this point where the two lines intersect. Till there you have to extend the rectangular bar. So using your ruler and pencil, you have to draw a neat rectangle. Now we have got the second rectangular bar. Similarly, you have to complete drawing the other rectangular bars corresponding to each of these data. And then you have to color each of the bar using a different color. So once you are done drawing that, you can also give a heading to the bar graph. It can be favorite vegetables. Now there is a second part to the same question. Write the advantages of eating green leafy vegetables. Which one is your favorite? This part you have to write yourself in your notebook. So children, I hope now you are clear with the concept of bar graph, how to interpret and how to draw a bar graph. Now you can go through these topics through pages 168 to 170. Then you have to complete the questions from exercise 12.2 and there is also a maths lab activity given in page number 170. Go through that as well and do accordingly. So that's all for today children. We'll see you in the next class. Till then, bye.